Hello, my friends. Just a quick thing I want to say to you right at the start of the program. Are you a prisoner of your own belief system? I get so many people and they come to me and they tell me, but I have to do this, but I have to eat then, but I couldn't go from dinner to breakfast without eating. I couldn't do this, I couldn't. And as we go through life, we start to amass all these faulty or limiting beliefs. Now, the easiest way to think about this is, because people really believe these, and once you believe them, they start to act as if they're true. And these actually become like a prison for you that you can't get out of. You can't get out of this prison until you change your beliefs, okay? And it's really weird, because the easiest way to think about this is, imagine you were put in prison. Imagine Body Slims was really a prison, and for the next 10 weeks, you were wrongly, I don't want to be saying to you that you're convicted or something, but that you were put in prison. You were wrongly convicted and you were put in prison. Now, when you're put in prison, let me tell you, you get a breakfast, you get a lunch, you get a dinner, 3 square meals a day, like the army. Now, you may go, I couldn't survive on, because that's all I'm going to ever be telling anyone to do. And people will go, well, I wouldn't be able to do that. You kind of go, yeah, you would. Because the weird thing is, if people are in prison, they survive quite well. In actual fact, for an awful lot of people, they thrive. An awful lot of people go into prison quite overweight and they actually end up losing the weight. You see exactly the same with the army. People go in out of condition, they join, and all of a sudden 3 squares a day, 3 square meals a day, and all of a sudden you see the person, they start to look amazing. So, you know, not only would you survive, you would actually thrive. Yet the prison that you need to let yourself out of is the prison of your own beliefs, and the prison that you need to enter is the prison of the reality, which is that if I did have to do that, well, yeah, I would survive. It'd be unusual. I didn't think I could, but you know what, I would. Think about it like that. There's nobody who goes to prison that they ever go, and he died because he couldn't have biscuits in the evening. He died because he didn't have anything to have after his, cup of tea in the evening. Like, people have these beliefs, and the problem is they lock you into where you are. I couldn't go a day without drink. Yeah, you could. If you were locked up, you could. You know what I mean? I couldn't go without me red wine. Yeah, you could. If you were locked up, you wouldn't get it. They don't come round. Like, there's not an evening service, knocking on the doors of the prison going, would you like claret? Or would you prefer a white? Like, that's not going on. And everybody survives. You can do it too. If you want to break out of the prison of your beliefs, it will allow you to break away from that, and it'll allow you to create the kind of result you want. You have way more power. Somewhere along the line you convinced yourself you didn't. Use that analogy and maybe it'll work for you. Talk to you soon.